Whenever I feel off, like low energy, stressed, or just not feeling myself, I always come back to these 5 simple habits. They make me feel good on the inside and help me to glow on the outside. And the best part, they're so easy that you can start them today. So if you're interested, stay tuned and let's get into this video. Hey everyone, welcome to Life with Sacha. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing 5 simple habits that I have implemented into my life whenever I'm feeling not the greatest. I always come back to these and they help me to feel good both physically and mentally. Or if you want to go with my slogan, on the inside and out. So I'm excited to share all of my tips today and we're going to get started with number 1. When my space feels messy, my whole mind feels messy too. I have touched on this in a few videos before. Even just tidying up, putting things away, and wiping down surfaces can have such a great effect on your mental health. And doing that just makes everything feel so nice and fresh again, which you can always appreciate. A fun tip that I have for keeping your space clean is making sure that everything has its home. This could be a drawer, a ladder, a shelf. It doesn't really matter where you put something, as long as it has a home. It's not just sitting on the counter or sitting on your desk or sitting on your couch for its whole life. I think of it as giving everything in my home a home. When everything's put away, I instantly feel lighter. A good example of this could be your kitchen counter. If you're like me, I have a lot of kitchen appliances, and for the longest time, there was just at least 3 to 5 different appliances on my counter. But my mom gave me a shelf a little while ago where I decided to put all of the appliances that I use quite often, but I don't want to be just sitting on the counter. And it was a game changer. It gave me so much more space on my counter. And of course, I still have some appliances. So like our coffee maker has a permanent place on the counter because Luca drinks coffee all the time. Same with our microwave and just like little things like that. But if it's something that we use maybe 3 times a week, that goes on the shelf. So like the rice maker, our Instapot, our pressure cooker, all of that kind of stuff all sits on a shelf in the kitchen, but it has its own space, its own home. So it keeps my counter a lot more organized. Number 2 is moving your body. I'm a big advocate for moving your body, staying fit, being healthy, all that good stuff. So moving your body, exercising, and staying active helps your body to release endorphins, which is a feel-good chemical in your body. Releasing this chemical helps you to feel good, and it also just puts you into a positive state of mind, which is really good for your mental health. Moving my body helps to keep me grounded and feeling confident in myself. And like I said, just going outside and going for a 10-minute walk can do so much for your mental health, and it can change your whole day. So the next time you're feeling depressed, sad, or just kind of sluggish, try to go for a 10-minute walk outside and see how you feel after that. So speaking of going for a 10-minute walk outside, this point kind of elaborates on my last point, and that's getting fresh air. I feel like this point is underrated. Just stepping outside makes you feel so much more alive. Bonus points if you leave your headphones at home and really just listen to the sounds of nature or the sounds of the city around you. Living in a small coastal town, I always just feel so grateful for being able to go for really pretty, nice, quiet walks in nature. I live in a rainforest, so everywhere I look, there's forest and water and fresh air and lots of different birds chirping and sounds that you can listen to. Sometimes the world gives you exactly the reset you're looking for if you just slow down, relax, and listen for it. Of course, living in a small town, it's a little bit easier for me to go outside and get into tune with nature just because it's literally all around me. But even if you live in a city like Vancouver or the Vancouver area, you can go and hang out by the water, so the ocean, which is always really relaxing. Even just sitting outside on your deck and really breathing in the fresh air around you and putting your face in the sun and just relaxing and being in the moment can do so much for your mental health. And honestly, in the summertime, we can't complain if we get a little bit tan in the process. We love a nice little tan. Of course, don't forget to wear your SPF though, because the sun is damaging. And as I get older, I realize that more and more. On this channel, I have talked a few times about journaling, but for this point, this is a little bit of an umbrella type of statement because it doesn't even just have to be journaling. Whenever my mind feels cluttered, it helps so much to just write down what I'm thinking. Whether this be, like I said, journaling, my thoughts, planning out my week, writing it on my calendar, or even just doing a to-do list of things that I need to get done in a day. Just the act of writing it down, this can be on a piece of paper or in your phone, helps to clear the space in my head to actually get stuff done, and I can focus on what matters. It doesn't have to be deep either, like you don't have to write your whole life story into a journal. It could literally just be 3 things that you want to get done today, or 3 things that you're grateful for. I feel like just writing whatever is going on in my head down instantly shifts my energy. For me, I like to plan out what I want to get done in a day, sometimes what I want to get done in a week, and if I'm feeling really motivated, try to set some goals for the month. I feel like doing this not only helps me mentally because it gets all of the things that are going on inside my head out, but it also helps me physically because it makes me feel motivated to get more stuff done because you're constantly crossing things off your list and it just feels good. And of course, journaling is really good, especially if you have a lot of stuff going on inside your head. Writing it down is one step closer to solving your problems. I know for me, I have written stuff down before, and as I've written them down, I'm thinking about it and then I find a solution to my problem. This last point is the glue that keeps everything together. It's not about being perfect, it's about showing up for yourself. Whether it's your skincare routine, working out and staying active, or even just thinking of one positive thing a day, consistency makes you feel accomplished and disciplined, and I feel like that is really good for your mental health. An example from my life that I can use for this one, for one, is my skincare routine. When I first started my YouTube channel, I pretty much just did the bare minimum for my skincare. I would wash my face only once and then use a moisturizer, any kind of moisturizer, it didn't really matter. But there was so many different products that I didn't use. But now I have at least 4 different skincare products that I've kind of implemented into my life and into my routine. So I either use retinol or salicylic acid on my face at night. I also make sure that I wear SPF every single day. I slowly started to add a product into my routine every week until now it's just part of my routine and I don't even notice that I'm doing it anymore. Although it takes a little bit more time in my day to do all my skincare now, I've been able to make it a routine for myself so I know how long it takes. It's like it's just a part of my routine. It's just a part of my life. It doesn't even affect me anymore. So staying consistent with that has definitely helped. Same with going to the gym or staying active. On Friday to Sunday, I go to the gym almost every single week. There has been a few times where I just didn't feel like going or I had other stuff to do, so I couldn't make it. For the most part, every single week, I go to the gym from Friday to Sunday. And then during the week, I try to stay active as much as I can. I do work a 9 to 5 job in an office, so sometimes it's hard for me to go to the gym in the morning, especially in the summertime when it's the busiest season for my work. But during the week, I do try to stay active as much as I can. So if it's nice out, I'll make sure to go for at least a 30-minute walk, or I'll just spend like 30 to 40 minutes cleaning my house, going up and down the stairs, and making sure everything is nice and tidy. So I feel like it's just important for me to be able to move my body as much as I can and staying consistent with that. But in my personal opinion, little actions done consistently add up way faster than a big burst of motivation, and that is just a fact. But anyways, these 5 things help me to reset and feel my best. You don't need to do them all at once either. Just pick one and start small. Which one of these habits do you already have in your life? Or which ones are you gonna try this week? Let me know it down in the comments below. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Life with Sacha, and hit that bell button for more videos about beauty, fashion, and personal development, and a healthy lifestyle. Here on Life with Sacha, I believe that looking good and feeling good on the inside and out help to build self-confidence. So here on my channel, I just show you different ways that I incorporate that into my life, because why not? The more the merrier, and I feel like it never hurts to share some wisdom. But anyways, I hope you have a good rest of your night or day whenever you're watching this, LOS gang, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!